My name is Emmanuel Bass, and I am the founder of Teach the Young Initiative. Our goal is to create a platform for young people all over the world, regardless of wherever they may live, for them to be able to grow, develop, and enhance their talents, for them to be all what they are capable of becoming. Because we believe that the young people are the wave of the future. If we invest in our young people, we know that our future is secured and our future is bright. So the young people carry the message of hope, and therefore we must equip them with the tools and the knowledge and the information and the training that will prepare them for that future global role. Because we believe that this is the most important time in the history of the world, because we know that we have so many great opportunities that are now available to the young people, which were not available back in the old days. And I often hear people say, well, the old generation have done it all, and we, the younger people of this generation, have nothing left to do. I disagree with that sentiment. There is still many problems that are still unsolved. There are still many answers that are still unanswered. And there are still many problems that are still unknown. And we who are now living here, it is our responsibility and it is our duty to embark on this greatest adventure that history has placed upon our soldier, to be able to provide the remedies that will tackle some of these pressing challenges and problems that we continue to encounter and see in our daily lives. And I think this can be done because we have to remember the great stories of the pioneers who pushed against hardship. They crossed seas. Some of them climb over on high mountains, and some of them perish and they die because they know they want a better life for themselves and a better life for their people. Some of the great revolutionaries were willing to risk their lives, risk their comfort, risk their happiness, risk everything that life could offer, so that they may sacrifice their lives so that others may be free to enjoy the blessings of freedom and the blessings of liberty. And now it is our duty and our responsibility to step up and fill their shoes, because we know that all those people were ordinary people, but they choose to be different. They didn't just want to do things like in a pretty good way. They wanted to make a mark. They wanted to do something important. They have a change of the world mentality. They have a special kind of attitude. They have a special kind of mental toughness, and they have a winning desire. And that is exactly why they were able to develop the courage that is needed to step up and fulfill their duty in their community, their duty in their city, their duty in their town, their duty in their country, and their duty in the world. And therefore, there is no excuse for us. And that is why I fundamentally believe that this Teach the Young Initiative platform will transform the way the young people see the world. Because we see that in school today, school doesn't prepare the people for the world. It prepares the people to only develop theory information, but not to practicalize the information. And we need to get beyond that. We need to get past that stage now. This is a time of action, and it is the most creative period in the history of mankind. We have to remember the belief that some say that there is nothing one man or woman can do against the enormous arrays of the world's ills, said Robert Kennedy. But we have to remember that it was the story of a young general who extended an empire from Macedonia to the borders of the earth. And we have to remember that it was the story of a young woman who reclaimed the territory of France. And it was the story of a young Italian explorer who discovered the New World. And it was also the young Thomas Jefferson who proclaimed that all men were created equal. These men moved the world. So can we all. So few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events. With the total of all these acts, they will be added up in the history of this generation, Robert Kennedy said. And I think that is the message that we have, and that is the message that we want to continue to spread around the globe, because it is a message of hope. And that is why we feel that Take the Young initiative is the wave of the future, because we have a lot more to gain than to lose when we know that there is a platform that offers the training, the skills that people need for them to be able to develop themselves, for them to be able to enhance their potentials, for them to be able to grow from strength to strength, for them to be able to develop their weaknesses and strengthen their capabilities to face their challenges and overcome the problems that life has bestowed upon them. I think this is the opportunity that we have. So that there are 5 key areas that Teach the Young initiative wants to focus on. We want to focus on business area, like for people who have great interest in starting their own businesses. We want to give them the tools that are necessary and vital for their success, the training, the mentorship, and the coaching that they need in order for them to start up their businesses and become employers and create more jobs in their communities instead of relying on other people to create employment for them. And secondly, we want to talk about the schooling system. The schooling system, as I mentioned earlier, doesn't prepare the people enough for the world. It only feeds the people with theory. Can you even imagine school professors teaching business? Talking the business language, telling people how to create a business when they have never succeeded in building a business in their life. So that is why we feel that a lot more can be done, because we want the people to practicalize what they learn in the classroom, to take it to the field. That is the best thing that we can have, so that we know that when people graduate from school, they already got the experience. They know that the career that they are going into, they fully understand the concept. They understand the pragmatic side of it. And I think that is what we need. So another issue is training too. We want to make sure that we give the people the training that they need for them to succeed and excel in whatever they do. And that is why it is crucial at this point in the history of the world to give the young people a fair fighting chance, to give them the tools, to give them the preparation that they need. Because there is nothing that is impossible for people who are willing to try. Because when one person stands up, a few more stands up, then 1,000 stands up, then 1,000,000 stands up with courage, they will change the world. And we have to recognize that when all of us come together, regardless of whether you are in any part of Africa, whether you are famous or unknown, or whether you are rich or poor, or whether you are black or white, or maybe Latino or Asian, or regardless of whatever you do in this life, or whatever you are studying, or your major, the school that you go to, the community that you live in. So I think that is what we need now.